You're listening to Mr. Credit on San Diego 1700 with local credit expert Derek Evans. Now, live in studio, Mr. Credit.
Mr. Credit, we are live and local here in San Diego, bringing you the most important hour in radio. It's inarguable, because we're telling you everything they don't want you to know. When we say they, we mean the Wall Street gangsters, the government, big banks, credit bureaus, media, debt settlement companies, which we'll be diving into today, the healthcare industry, or anyone else who's trying to get at your hard-earned money by deceiving you or getting you to spend your money unwisely. Visit MrCreditRadio.com if you want to send me an email, or do a Facebook search for Mr. Credit, and you will find me there. I think they took me off the blacklist on Facebook, but I haven't been back. I'm kind of upset about that whole 2-day barred from Facebook thing for no reason. I was supposedly spamming people, even though I don't know how to do that. But anyway, today I will probably cough a few times on the air. How do you get sicker after you get better and then get sicker the next day? Craziest. I don't know what happened, but there's pretty much going to be no way for me not to cough. So I've got the cough drops going and the coffee, which is an awesome combination, by the way. But I will do my best not to cough in your ear as much as I can. So Padres won last night. Unfortunately, so did the Giants. So nothing happened. Basically, we're still a half game out. We do have LA again. We did whip up on them like I thought we would, 6-0. We got them again tonight at 7 o'clock right here on San Diego 1700. We also have the Boise State game on Saturday. I think it starts at 5:30. We got everything here. Ray Lucia, Mr. Credit, Padres. We got football. We had Monday Night Football this week. We got everything you need right here on 1700 AM. So save this station in your dial. We will bring it to you the right way every day, especially right here on Mr. Credit at noon, going to a daily program Monday through Friday on October 4th and hitting it Tuesday through Friday until then. So you've got a place to be and a friend who's here looking out for you every day at noon. I appreciate you tuning in. Today in the studio, we've got William McDonald with the McDonald Legal Group. He's going to join us here in a second as he's getting audioed up. We don't have to do the makeup and all that because it's radio, which is good, although he looks awful pretty today. I love purple. You look good in purple, baby. He's getting audioed up so that we can get him onto the program here. And I wanted to jump through the news real fast today because I thought there was a couple interesting things in there, and I subscribe to the Union Tribune because I think it's good to keep an eye on how things are going, and I get the emails from them. I thought that this first headline was just funny. It says Republicans block bill to lift military ban on gays. I've heard of like a double negative, but this is like a triple negative. Now, William, you're a linguist more than me, and you're certainly a wordsmith more than I am. But how many? I don't even know what this is saying. Okay, hold on. Let me try to digest. Republicans block. Okay, so they're opposing the bill to lift the military ban on gays. What does that mean? I don't even know. This means that they're trying to block the bill that bans gays from the military. So that means that they want to ban gays from the military.
So they want to keep the don't ask, don't tell policy.
They want to keep it.
I think that's what they're simple terms.
I think it would have been better for them to say.
In other words,
Republicans tried to keep don't ask, don't tell policy. Right. Now, you know how I feel about this. I don't even have to tell you because I'm known as being a straight shooter, and that's why you can trust me. Why don't tell? Why shouldn't we just be who we are and just be straightforward about it? Does it, what difference does it make if one guy has a favor towards Asian girls, one guy likes girls that are 6 feet tall, and the other one likes guys? Who cares? Does it really matter? The way, come on, let's get past it. It's the 21st century, for crying out loud, guys. So, I don't know. That's just me. But I thought that was an interesting headline because someone who was writing it obviously got lost in it and therefore didn't make it very clear what they were trying to get across. DEA and parents urge residents to turn in old prescriptions. That's kind of a no-brainer, like, duh. If you're not doing that, then you should anyway, because if you take old drugs, they can do bad things to you. And then, of course, the teacher layoffs possible. Remember, I was telling you about how the Claremont Town Council meeting had Dr. John Evans was there and how he went through the whole layout. Not only is it possible, it's going to happen. I'm telling you, the guy, I got it from the horse's mouth. He said, we have to make more cuts. have to make more cuts. The lottery's not sending the money they're supposed to. Everybody's getting screwed, especially our kids. And in the end, it's like everybody's just treating, the education of our future like it's meaningless, like we should just throw it away. Garbage. I'm not going to rant on that today. I did it yesterday. I'll probably do it tomorrow. City hires outside cancel for Prop D. Who cares? Summer closes as one of the coolest in decades. I think that was really interesting. Such a cold summer. We really didn't have any real heat. Now I'm in Point Loma, so I can't speak for the people in Santee and El Centro and so forth. But we didn't have really any super hot days.
I'm over in Scripps Ranch, and we don't have air conditioning, so I really appreciated the cool summer. But absolutely, it was amazing how cool it was. And the marine layer seemed to come in really far east this year.
Yeah, that's true.
It was like beyond the June gloom.
It was. It was super interesting with the climates, and there's some really interesting weather stuff going on over in the east, but I'm not too interested in weather. I think it's a tad bit on the boring side, so I'm not going to go into it too much.
But we are getting close to ski season, so that's good.
I'm
excited for that.
Yes, because it's September, soon it'll be October, November, and then before you know it, it'll be Big Bear every other weekend. So, William, you missed it, but I was talking about the Padres. We kept things going. We jumped into the news here a little bit. On Wednesdays, we really want to educate people about debt relief options, the reality of what's going on out there in the world, who's trying to come after them. Because the whole business of borrowing money, lending, debt is really unknown to a lot of people. And the reality of these situations becomes shocking, because what happens is the bigger entities, the big banks, the credit card companies, they've created this illusion that people can borrow money for free. This 0% and all this stuff, and the airline miles. They create this. It really, you get this. Yeah, sure, you give that, but you get this type setup. So people become disillusioned to the facts of what's really going on when they're borrowing money. Not only that, but everyone has this kind of underlying subconscious thought that, well, of course they've got to make money or they wouldn't be in business. So then you kind of give them a pass on all the little fees and the really high interest rates and things like that. And it doesn't all come to a head until there becomes a significant situation, such as you get sued for some reason, you can't pay a bill finally, or a medical bill jumps up and bites you. And I know you experience a lot of things like that. What are some of the things that really hit home for you? What are the things that people come to you the most and they're like, I had no idea what was going on, and then this event occurred?
It's a lot of times it's just the interest rates being raised. People are really surprised that they've been loyal clients to the credit card companies for years and years, and always made their regular payments. And then before the new Credit Card Act went into effect, all of a sudden they're seeing their interest rates jump up, and they've never missed a payment.
And minimum payments getting increased too. That's a real big.
So when their minimum payments go up, and that's when they come to me and say, look, I'm sick of this. I can't deal. There's no way I can pay back my credit card debt paying 29% interest.
You can't pay any debt back.
At that point, it's like, I need a solution, and oftentimes it's Chapter 7. And I just got off the phone dealing with, I usually don't do debt settlement, but today for the past hour and a half, which is why I'm running in the show late, I've been dealing with several different major credit card banks trying to settle a client's debt, and it's just a total joke. I'm just so frustrated. I'm like, let's just do Chapter 7. It's so much better, because they're just transferring me all over the place to these different departments, and no, you have to go over to the legal department and talk to these attorneys. We can't talk to you because you're an attorney. And I'm just like, you know what? We're just going to file Chapter 7 and be done with all this madness.
Yeah, there's no reason to go through all that crapola. I mean, the truth is this. There are a few rare instances, where you're going to have someone, we had a regular listener of the show, his name was Don, who emailed in last week. And Don, I did get your reply, and I'll be looking at that again here probably during the break. But, what he had a situation like that, couldn't qualify, there's too much equity in the property and things like that going on. I told him to go ahead and look at getting a reverse mortgage to pay off the debt and actually get paid and, have a more comfortable retirement because of all the equity in that property that they had. And that's not an option for most people. It's just not. It's just not. So if you're in that situation where you can't qualify for one reason or another, maybe you won't have the reverse mortgage option because of your age or other limitations, you can settle the debt on your own if you want. It's just, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's not pretty. The truth is, everyone should become educated about their Chapter 7 bankruptcy options because of the following reasons. A, it's fast. 100 days, you're done. B, credit score goes higher. Almost every single time. You can get rid of all these unsecured debts that are typically the ones that are the worst for you, such as credit cards. You're looking at, people have good credit card rates these days, 18, 19%. That's good. I mean, that means you're really saving money, right? Wrong. No one should be borrowing money at those rates. It's not feasible for you to be in a good situation if you're borrowing money at those rates. And the thing that is, the kind of the underlying idea here is that people think that it will get worse.